Hey, hey, everybody. First time fish time. What's up, Brother Clyde? Peaceful Daz. Y'all welcome in. Welcome in. I know it's only showing that there's two of us in here, but two in here, but two's better than none, right? Uh oh, Backlash is fishing. He ain't fishing, he's backlashing. That's what he's doing. So let's see if we can share this out and get a few more people in here. And in case y'all are noticing, yes, I'm in a different spot because, well, it's hot and I don't feel like sitting in the other place. Oh, Lord. Who woke up the Weon? Um, the link is at the top of the stream pinned. Anybody would like to come up, you're more than welcome. What's up, Big Tiny? Wait, that's not cool. You ain't got a wrench. How come you don't? What? Oh, well, we'll fix it. I know I didn't click on it. So. But like I was saying, the link's at the top. If you'd like to come up, you're more than welcome to come up. I just got to see your face in the back stage. And if I don't want to let you up, I'm not going to. Ain't no sugarcoating it because I ain't dealing with all those idiots. Everybody that's in here right now is welcome to come up because I know y'all, but there's some idiots out there. Let me tell you, y'all should know. I'm just crazy to keep from going insane, you know. What's up, Steven? And yes, no, Leon, we don't want you coming up because I know your butt's in bed. We on. I noticed everybody showed up in Ryan's right as he left, ended it. So if y'all don't have Ryan's Variety and Talk, please go check him out. I had to ask him how to do something on my homepage because I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't remember. Ain't that some shit? And I seen where Daz was going through some nasty weather. Well, all that weather that hit Daz hit us first, and it was crazy. But no, tonight I'm just chilling in my recliner. I'm doing a live. I'm gonna try to go live again tomorrow because, well, my watch time is really low, and I just want to maintain a little bit more. But as far as the myth of if it drops below 1,000, you lose your monetization. Well, I can tell you right now, I'm below 1,000, and not by much, but I'm below 1,000, and it didn't take it away. So, but after tonight, that it'll be back above, I'm sure. And in case y'all were wondering, yes, I am still on StreamYard. They are making some adjustments. They are fixing some stuff. So, hopefully. But now they have this show comments on stage. If you look right there, there's the comments. So, I thought that was pretty cool. It's not very visible for me, but I know it'll help some people that are watching from their TV. Hey, Coyote, we all know it's cold. It was hot this morning and cold tonight. Yeah, with your 75 degrees. Get out of here. Send some of that down this way. Now, and since I know there's a few people in here right now, I'm just going to put this out there. if I hear of anybody sending any messages to anybody that comes into my live and they're being told that they are not welcome, that is a lie. If I don't want you here, I will tell you personally myself. I will not hide it. So, and if I find out somebody's doing that and telling people lies on me, they won't be welcome back in here anymore. We on. It says there's only one person in here. That one says 9. That one says 8. I don't know which one to believe. So, how's Big Tiny doing? You getting geared up for hunting season? You ought to be finding some sheds about right now. I found a little bitty one the other day. It was a Y, but I found it with a lawnmower tire. I went to go fill up the raccoon feeder. And yes, I am feeding the raccoons at the back of the property to keep them out of all the other stuff. If they go past that, then they get dealt with. But I figure if I feed them, they'll get big, and then Coyote will come back in town and be like, okay, so maybe they are bigger here in Texas. Yes. Yes, Coyote has a new whistle. Remind me if I'm with Coyote to have earmuffs. That's cool. And if y'all see me look over here every so often, I have the chat up on my tablet and I can actually see it a little bit better. Hey, and Coyote, I can see your messages. They're coming through. But here's okay, so everybody has probably seen Coyote's shorts that he's put up. I'm glad he's keeping them on these days. Took a long time to teach him that one. But um, you know, the important thing is Coyote did get a whistle that'll blow eardrums. So if he does get stranded on the lake again, he can whistle to the shore. But mostly importantly, the most important thing is he has a stowed away paddle now on his boat, which he should have had when he left. Just saying. But that's Backlash's fault because he went all the way to Seattle and took it out and put it up and hid it from Coyote, and he didn't know. 3. Daz, he doesn't need an air horn now. that whistle he got come with earplugs. It's loud. And excuse me. He needs one of the air horns like what I have. It's a pump up air horn, but that joker gets loud too. But and Coyote, just so you're aware, I'm going fishing tomorrow after church. $142 decibels. Yep. I wasn't even thinking about it when you sent me the message. I should have asked you, do you have your anchor and is it tied on a rope? Make sure it's tied to your boat at the very end, and throw that sucker out and let it sink to the bottom, and then pull yourself a little bit closer. Uh-oh, y'all got to behave now. Texans is in here. Texans down under, from the land down under. And yes, y'all should go check out some of her shorts as well, because she's got 1.3K views. Pretty impressive. So, and for those of you that are just now tuning in, anything that I'm making on YouTube as of right now is going towards my meetup next year. All of it. Ryan, thank you, brother. And I know, I'm pretty sure Clyde did too. Francis, what's up? Sorry, I didn't see you pop in there. Hey, I got a question for y'all. How many of y'all have ever seen a two-legged dog? I seen one on a video today, and I was like, it's a fighter, but I think I would almost be willing to put it down just so it didn't have to suffer.
Oh, should give me a warning when you're bringing me up here.
What?
I was making funny faces. First, let me know when you're undo that. Oh.
Do you want me to remove you?
Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Uh-huh.
And Coyote, just to let you know, you need to turn your mic up.
Ow. 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 Ow.
Good night, we on.
Lucky. Had a goat. A cat tried to attack my goat.
Hey, we can't talk about cats right now. That's a sensitive subject. For those of you that know me, there will no longer be a camouflage cat sitting right here ever again. Camo passed away day before yesterday.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. My wife got her a goat.
Yeah. You know, I've been watching these videos somewhere. I don't remember what platform. I think it's on Instagram, but I'm not sure. Where they have a remote control, what looks to be like an 18-wheeler, and they took a weed eater and turned it into a brush hog. And they just drive it around with a remote control truck and weed eat. It's a battery-powered weed eater.
I saw a John Deere looking thing, and it has the you know how they have the grass cutter straight behind, but then they'll have one to the side and then the one to the other side, and the two side ones will usually lift up and then the back one lifts up. It'll do all of that. But
seen one that looked like a grain combine that would actually, it had the arm and everything that would move, and you could like pull it up next to your wheelbarrow and turn it and catch all your clippings.
That would be cool. But I found out oh god, I can't turn. That pine tree right there, that goat don't like that pine tree. I had to get out here and rake all the pine cones. Oops, there's still a few down here. But oh yeah, and that was the other thing I was going to show you. I didn't really show it. I used that net to paddle this boat back all the way across the lake. And do you know how fast you can get going with a fishing net?
It's not as bad as you think.
No, it actually did fairly well until it broke. But luckily, I had this right here
Hmm.
because I spent a majority of my time with my chest laying right up here, my feet laying all the way back here on that seat, and my hands hanging down here going, wook, 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 wook. And that's a big boat to be paddling with your hands. But
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And
yeah,
y'all see my sis's new race car? Ah.
yeah. This side looks like a. Oh crap! I'm falling. Hello, Fancy. There's a fence right there. See, the front side of it looks like a sportsy car. Stay out of my way, or I'll run your butt over. But, but when you're behind you, you're like,
That's okay. Fish time. I'll be doing that tomorrow.
it's kind of like, come on, you slowpoke, get out of my way. Well, I was supposed to be going fishing tomorrow. See, got the trolling motor batteries lined up right there to be charged up. They're all charged up now. And I got new, oh, 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 oh. Uh, pins in the tackle box right there. And I got, um, uh, tools and stuff. And
Hmm.
since Ryan's here, I have to show you something, Ryan. Matt.
Oh, Ryan's gone now.
Matt,
It's
where'd
his.
you
He
go?
didn't leave. It's his internet's playing up.
Wait a minute, I gotta turn my camera around. No.
Oh, Coyote, stay away from the red button. Oh, that's cool. And I can still see the chat. I wonder if he even knows he hit the red button. So, Clyde, are you catching any fish tonight, this evening? We have two people in here. And that says we got one.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
There we go.
Dad says, hi, Ryan.
What's up, Dad? Hello. Hey. Hi. As we say over here, what's appertaining?
Well,
What's up, man?
just chilling.
Right back at you. What's going
Chop
on,
Liver says, hi, Ryan.
Chop? What's up? I'm doing a rustic right now.
Yeah, where's Rustic?
Oh, that is that.
Rustic's probably here. He might be in bed.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, we went back up to 8. Back down to 5. Yeah. What up, Uncle Don?
Hey, what's up, Uncle Don? As Don would say, go Navy.
Yeah, there ain't no jarheads in here right now. I mean, unless Bob's one of the 5 lurking in the background. And if anybody checks out my merch and goes to buy any, let me know. Because it does not send me notifications when people do that.
That's weird. I thought it would have.
Well,
Would do.
something happened in the last update, and
Yeah.
it wasn't sending me notifications. So
Buggered up everything. Yeah.
Uncle Don, you been doing any fishing lately?
And also, of course, how are you doing? And how's everybody in Big Match chat this evening?
Well, I'm waiting because I know DJ's probably one of the ones lurking in the background. I'm waiting for him to pop up on the panel.
Yeah. Yep. What's up, Nightbot? Oh boy. Right, okay. What are you throwing at me? Sorry, not throw duck in one minute.
What?
You will do it. Well,
Woohoo! Finally getting a computer.
come on. I'll happily, accept.
Mhm.
Especially if it's one of those modern ones. Today's edition. I mean,
Yeah, I think all of us have had our enough fair play with computers messing up here. I found a computer
yeah.
that's the same one as Coyote's. Everything's the same for about almost $1,000 cheaper than what he paid for it. But then again, he is up there in
Yeah.
Washington, that left-handed state that's expensive.
All right.
So, Daz, how's the weather over there where you're at now? I think we got a few days before we get any more rain. Daz must have hopped over to somebody else's. She's probably up on somebody's panel. Yeah, we had some of the wind here. I'm glad we didn't have no tornadoes. We had a few warnings, but that was about it. I'm cooking and listening. Well, see, at least the Navy's got something going for them. They can do more than one. They can do more than one thing at a time and still be able to pay attention. Unlike certain jarheads. Frontier. Frontier survival. Yeah, a few here and there. Uptown Chrissy Brown. How you doing, sis? How's Ernie doing? Ernie doing good? I seen he was live. He was. I think it was yesterday morning. I popped through for a minute. Hot, but with the chances of rain and stuff lower today and tomorrow, I think it's supposed to be a little bit cooler. But that's okay because I got a portable fan and I know how to get in the shade tree. Yeah. Well, sometimes you just need to rest. The only time I don't do it is when the doctors tell me I need to. Yes, ma'am. I think yesterday it was with the heat index, it was like 105, 106. And that wasn't including the humidity. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's getting too hot. It makes me want to get back on a plane and fly back to Washington, where Coyote's complaining about it being hot and it's only like 75 degrees. The other night I was talking to him and I was wearing a cut off sleeve shirt, sweat running down my chest. I'm talking to him and he's got a heater going and he's wrapped up in a jacket. I'm like, send some of that over here. But I don't care if it's raining or snowing or hot tomorrow, I'm going fishing. That's what I said. I mean, I could even tolerate 80. But now, on the other side of that, he is on the drier side of things as far as humidity. So I know when I went up there, the day I left, he said it's hot. He's walking around in shorts and a muscle shirt and talking about being hot. I got off the plane and was like, oh, I'm in heaven. I don't want to go back. He did. And I thought it was funny because he asked me a couple times, he's like, how are you wearing shorts? Your legs ain't getting cold? Your arms ain't getting... Nope. Feels good. And, this last winter we had snow. I was walking around in shorts during that too. Some, not much, but some. I will tell you this though. I walked off into I think it was a Green River. Ooh, that was like ice. Yes, and I think we're still in the 90s as far as humidity here too. 76 humidity, but the sun is gone down. Dang, if I had my lights and stuff already ready to go, I'd take off and go fishing right now. Uh, hey, Eh, I think Nightbot and the Weather Channel are broke. Well, it says the weather here. It says 85 degrees, real feel of 93. Squirrel, what's up, brother Squirrel? Coyote, I would be there in a heartbeat. We were just talking about that. I was telling Chrissy about how the other night I was talking to you and you had the heater going and you were bundled up like it was cold. I am here and there. I get you, Squirrel. I get you. And for those of y'all that are tuning in now, I'll go ahead and say it. Last Tuesday was my birthday. I'm not going to tell you how old I am. I'm just going to say old enough to know better, but still too young to care. Kind of like Uncle Don. Coyote says, howdy, y'all. Yeah, I hope so. But then again, at a certain age, your guys are supposed to turn their numbers around, which sucks because that says I'm 84. Uh-oh. We can't talk about him no more.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up, brother?
Uh, Chasing the granddaughter around, man, drive me nuts.
Yeah. Well, at least you're not having to chase your boyfriends yet.
True. There's Coyote. Squirrel. Miss Chrissy.
Thank you, Squirrel.
It's Uncle Don. How's the weather, Uncle Don? Did it ever ease up on you?
I know he was telling me about they had like 13 tornadoes around him yesterday.
Yeah. What do you got running over there on the side over there?
Over there, my tablet, so I can see the chat better.
I know it. Messing mine up. On the TV, and mine's over there too, and it's messing it up. It's like
Hey,
double it up.
Hey, I knew you were watching from the TV. That's why I put the chat on the screen.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't stay little long. Yeah, she's my baby. Did I see your boat accident the other night? Why, heck no.
He took off and got off past the middle of the lake, and he didn't have a rowboat or nothing. Road warrior.
Road warrior.
Yeah.
I guess went home last night. Yeah, your chat's way behind mine. It just now popped up on yours. Rush, did you see my boat accident the other night? It's pretty neat. I can see your chat and mine. Man, it's been a long day, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, God. I don't know what happened to my tablet earlier, but the goat shut down my tablet or something. That's why I
No, the
jumped
goat
off.
ate your cookies.
Yeah, Miss Chris, I got very lucky to get that rod back.
Yeah, Rustic. I went fishing the other day. First time in the big boat. It's only a 12-foot V hole, but it's my biggest one right now. And it started getting dark, and I started hearing bullfrogs, and so I pulled out the blowgun, and I ran up into some lily pads to shoot this big old bullfrog that was sitting up there, and I snapped the shear pin.
Wow.
In the first set of lily pads I went into, and I was like, that's okay. I got my, oh crap. I left my paddle sitting in the driveway. Sure enough, it's sitting in the driveway, leaned up against the house. And I'm like, bring it to me, honey. I'm over at I'm on the backside of the lake near the camp. I have no idea how to get there. I'm like, honey, you've taken the kids there several times, several years.
Y'all got Live 360. All you got to do is click on it and get directions.
Well, it was only like 10-minute walk from here. She could have walked over there. But
well,
no.
Why didn't you just throw the anchor out and run to the house and get it?
I didn't want to get out of the boat and leave my dog and everything there.
You could have took the dog with you.
But I used a fishing net to paddle all the way back across this lake. I even called the sheriff. Sheriff said, yeah, that lake is so small, we ain't coming out there. Good luck. And I broke my fishing net about a quarter way across the lake. And so I laid on the bow of the boat, paddling with my hands across this lake until 2:30 in the morning. I still hurt. And some guy that I've been supposed to be taking fishing for a couple weeks, I was going to take him tomorrow, and he goes, yeah, I can't go tomorrow. I'm like, oh, thank God. I'm hurting so bad. I don't want to go anyways.
Hey, like I said earlier, I don't care. It could start snowing right now, and I'm still going fishing tomorrow.
Oh.
Oh, man, I'm going to chill at the house.
Yeah, you were fishing today.
But you should see the pictures or the fish I caught. I caught a 2-pound bass within like 5 minutes into the lake. And
got a couple of nice trout too.
Got me a real nice trout. But I wasn't going to keep it. I wasn't going to keep the trout because it wasn't over 20. It was like 19 and a half. And I was going to throw it back, but the hook got too deep and it didn't live. So in my freezer now. going to eat that soon. But I did get me a bucket of frogs before I got out of there. But
That's what I had the other day for supper. Fried frog legs.
now
And
I've got
some other fried stuff that I'm not going to mention right now.
Now I've got 2 emergency paddles folded up under the front of the boat, and another one that I keep just so I can grab it for maneuvering purposes. And then I just got me a new whistle. It's called the Hyper Whistle, and it's like 3 whistles in one. Look at this thing. Thing's pretty cool. And it's pretty dang loud, too. What, did I scare you, Deodors? Come here. Say hi. Say hi, everybody.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Duggar.
Greeting, aliens.
Greetings, Earthling.
Live long and prosper.
Yeah.
Boy,
Rusty Nick.
Peter's tough out there.
Rusty Nick, what are you doing, man? Coyote. I've seen y'all's up. I figure I'd come. Hey, man.
Hey, Mr. Duggar.
Oh,
Hi, Mr. Duggar.
Left.
he hit the wrong button.
He said, crap, Rusty's up here. I got to go.
Did you see that whistle that I just showed you?
Yeah.
Rustic?
No, I was in there arguing with my wife.
Oh,
I'm trying to press her buttons.
see? Rustic, take a look. It's a like a 3-in-1 whistle. It's supposed to be the world's loudest whistle, 142 decibels. And the wife yells at me every time I blow it. It's going to go in my boat and stay in my boat. So if I have a problem again, somebody's going to hear me.
Yeah, you're going to have some lungs to blow that thing.
Oh, it don't take too much.
I'll borrow my wife.
Coyote, quit blowing that thing. You're going to get all the dogs in the neighborhood going nuts.
Dez, what's up, Dez?
I'm going to blow somebody's ear out. Whoever's got earmuffs on there over there going, dang,
Don't do it, dude.
kick your ass.
How's my audio sounding? How's my audio sounding, guys?
Sounds
Hello?
good.
You sound a little muffled.
Let me take that muff off it. How about now?
Yeah.
That
Sound better.
Well, cool beans. Hey, Road Warrior, Chrissy. Yeah, man. I just seen you were up. Figured I'd come see what the hell's going on with you. I can't believe you don't ever put any big videos up of catching monster yellow cats close as you are to the motherland.
Well,
Right?
the biggest flathead I've caught was only about 5 pounds.
You go to the Brazos River, and
That was at the Brazos River.
dude, I caught 60, 75, 80 pounders out of there.
That's all right though, because I'm going over to another part of your stomping grounds tomorrow.
Black
Over close to Clute.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do over there?
I'm gonna go fishing.
Over by Clute.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell they got over there?
They got a dam.
Oh
for
yeah.
one.
Yeah. All right there by the park.
Yeah, I don't think the park's there anymore.
Really?
Don't go to that one like the game warden was sitting at.
You know what's funny though, Coyote? I was at that that lake the other day when I went down to our little fishing hole, and I went down there and I didn't see no signs that said no fishing.
You ever go over there to Peyton Creek?
Where?
Peyton Creek, going over there. What the hell? Oh hell, I just had a brain fart. Drink. You ain't dying there, are you, fella?
No, it was a good hit.
Like you're going over there to Sergeant.
And what's bad is
Okay.
my back hurts.
I don't get out that way very much.
Dude, there's some big old kitty cat in there too.
Hey, here in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be hitting up Tom Bass Park, and then on my way to College Station.
Yeah. I tell you what, you put in there right by Brazoria, you can catch some yellow cat right in there. There's always yellow cat in there. It's a good blue cat place too. It used to be. Gets a little deeper back in through there.
Well, if I ever get my hands on a boat, I know where I'm going.
Oh, you ain't got a boat? I thought you had a boat.
Nope.
Damn, you live in the world of cheap boats down there.
Yeah. Tell my wife that.
Hey, you're bigger than her.
I just got a third boat for free.
There you go. Slide by coyotes and grab one of his. He got too damn many.
I just got a 12-foot John boat.
Yeah.
But no, I'm going over to HLMP to the spillway.
Yeah.
You know what's lurking down the
Yeah. Now, there's actually stripers in there too, buddy.
Uh-huh.
You know, I had this little short girl, she's a little person. She caught about a 28-pounder in there. Made the Missouri County News.
I got one of these
Cool was her name.
I got one of these float tubes, Big Matt. I'll send you that.
Yeah, no. Them float tubes don't work for me. Not here because we got too many gators.
Yeah.
Figure your toes down for them little gators to come nibble on.
I tell you something else. Them 12-foot John boats don't work for him either.
Oh no, I can do a 12-foot John boat.
That's a little boat, man.
You know what a canoe is, Duggar?
Do what?
Do you know what a canoe is?
Yeah, I know what a canoe is.
It has the canoe front, but it has a transom in the back, so you can put a motor on it.
Yeah.
My dad had a 12-foot one.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
I was living at his place in Florida for a little bit when I first came out of the military before I could find a house with the wife and all. And I went out in the lake one night, and I'm out there catfishing, and all of a sudden I hear this dong, dong. I look down, and there's a 14-foot gator sitting there hitting the boat, trying to get my fish.
There's some places I just don't fish little boats, and that's one of them.
And this is in St. Cloud, Florida. Yeah. And I just leaned over with the 40 and I put 3 rounds. I didn't try to hit the alligator. I just put it beside him to kind of scare him away from me. My dad calls me, and the conversation was so funny because it was like, "Was that you?" "Yes, sir." "You all right?" "Yes, sir." "You gonna keep fishing?" "Yes, sir." "Have a good one." "Yes, sir." "Good night." And that was the whole conversation.
You been taking out any swine there, Matt?
Not in the last couple of months. It's kind of slowed down a little bit.
A little hot to be shooting them too, though.
I'm not shooting them. I'm just catching them and moving them.
Trapping.
But all the farmers, they got all their stuff in the ground. So, most of them have moved out on the properties where I can't go.
Well,
I keep giving numbers and cards. Hey, but
What you get them to pay you by the head, or
Yep,
what do you charge a head?
120 to almost $200.
Per head? Little ones? Big ones?
Just depend. Yeah, it depends on the size. If it's smaller, I charge more because they're harder to deal with.
Yeah, we always charged 50 back in the day. And some of them rice farmers, we set out one night. We had a big trap, man. We caught 30. And I told him, I said, yeah, that'd be about $1,500. He said, well, I ain't gonna pay you no $1,500. I said, okay, I'll be back in just a minute. He said, where you going? I said, I'm gonna go over there and turn them hogs loose. He said, wait a minute, we can talk, we can make a deal. I go, well, I get $50 a head. That's what you agreed to when I went out there. He goes, damn, I didn't even know there was that many hogs. I said, shit, dude, there's hundreds of hogs out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But you know what I ended up with that dude? I ended up getting to hunt geese out on his land, and I struck a little deal with him,
That's a good deal.
Oh, dude. But they are rustic. You ain't catching any fish or what?
Shoot, Rustic was over there breaking personal best.
Really?
Yeah.
What the hell he get? It always freaks everybody out when I come on the fishing channel and they go, well, where the hell you been? I go, same place I've always been, and I don't see too many of you some bitches coming over to my side, I don't know, man. There's a lot of them that I admire and love, but there's some of them that are pompous assholes, and I can't fade them. That's like Epic. If you took me and Epic together, we had more knowledge catching catfish than probably 90% of the people. And I was saying something one night, and Epic jumped their ass. He goes, that man's forgot more about catfishing than you know. And I do, I used to make my living catching them son of bitches. And I make a good living. And and I used to butcher all the yellow cat. Didn't matter what size he was. And then I started catching them with a rod and reel, and I got to appreciate them. And I quit butchering them big ones. And I mean, the Brazos, it's got some big blue cat in it, but the biggest I ever seen come out of there was about 45 on one of my lines. And but I've caught some monsters, just absolute monster yellow cat.
See, and the last time I was fishing the Brazos, I was just fishing for food, and the little 5-pounder, I tossed him back. But I was keeping like 10, 12, 15 pounders.
Yeah.
And blues. But anytime I caught anything that was over 20 pounds, it went back.
There was always a bunch of 20, 25 pounders out there, but I never did catch any giant.
What up, DJ?
45 is pretty good fish.
Yeah.
But
the biggest blue cat that I've ever caught to date was 54 pounds, and it was out of a pond, an old stock pond for cows, out in the middle of a field, 20 minutes away from me. And I swear that pond wasn't much bigger than a water trough.
Huh. Somebody put that fish in there.
Well, the lady that owned the property, she put 2 blues in there. What's up, L&M? And, they were like 5-6 pounds when she put them in there.
Yeah.
But it was a smorgasbord of nothing but, bluegill and bass to munch on, and they couldn't go nowhere to get away from them.
Do you ever fish Phillips Lake out there by Old Ocean?
That's the one we can't fish. That's the one Coyote was talking about.
Dude, I used to run that place.
They don't let people fish it anymore. It's strictly you can go in there and walk around and look at birds.
Yeah, it's Phillip Corporation. That's the way they did out there at Columbia Lakes and stuff. They got a bunch of them just for the rich. But I figured they'd open. It's always open. Used to be always open to the public. You had to pay a little fee. So we sold minnows and all that shit. We used to run flag net in there and catch the buffalo and stuff out there. But man, you talking about big crappie. I mean big crappie. I'm talking 2 pounds, 3 pound crappie. And a bunch of them. That second lake was full of them. And they had the biggest buffalo you ever seen. And I love them old buffalo because, boy, them ribs off them things are delicious.
Road Warrior, thank you for the memberships.
That Road Warrior's a good cat, dude.
Judy May Collins.
Oh. Man, I got a gut. My gut's been bothering me all day. I eat something bad or something.
Yeah, I've been dealing with a little bit of gut issues too.
I don't ever have gut issues, you know. I mean, I'm pretty healthy for an old fat man.
Yeah, I think mine is just because we went from nice, cool weather to hot and muggy, rainy, and then my main air conditioner quit working in the house, caught on fire. No warranty covered it. But it was due to a faulty fuse. And once I pointed that out, I got reimbursed. Zombie! But I got a new air conditioner, and it's working its ass off right now just to keep up.
All I got is a little swamp cooler. Man, my buddy, he come over to my house. And he said, "Damn, I didn't know you had AC." And I said, "No, all I got is a swamp cooler." And I tell you right now, it's probably 62 degrees, 63 inside my house. It's perfect. In fact, I got to go cut that sucker off here in a minute. But it's getting late in the evening. Yeah, I just seen you were up, and I figured I'd come up here and say hello to everybody. And,
yeah, well, you know just as well as I do, where I'm at here in Texas, we got to have AC.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. You know, I still got a house down there in Wild Peach.
Mm.
Yeah, it's my parents' house. My nephew's living in that house. And, you know, they went to that flood and rebuilt this shit like that. So I don't want to live in Texas anymore. You know?
Yeah.
Once I got a taste of no mosquitoes, I was out, bro.
Well, Coyote knows about our mosquitoes. He swore they were flying drones.
I'm telling you, bro. I heard two of them one time were talking, and one mosquito asked the other mosquito, "Should we take him home or eat him here?" You know, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, they'll go through some corduroys, boy. They don't give a shit."
Mm.
Serious mosquitoes. Zombie, how you doing, man? Long time. Been a minute.
And Coyote says, "I want out of Washington." I don't blame you there. The only thing that Washington's got going for it is it's got nice weather.
Yeah. They got some pretty nice elk too.
They got good
can't shoot.
They got good fishing, but they just passed a law that you have to have a permit to even buy a weapon now. And to get my concealed weapon permit, I got to go get a permit to get a permit. It's ridiculous.
Well, I never had nobody tell me what gun I can own. Never had nobody can tell me what I could smoke. You know, and I just did like I please. Fuck them. This is America. I've had to deal with it a couple of times, and both times, you know, I just pointed out, well, you know, in the Constitution, you're not allowed to even question me about my gun.
It's the way it should be, but not here in
That's the way
Washington.
it is here.
It is now.
Now this new bill that's really high, 95% of it is going to undocumented people. Oh, I want out of here so bad.
Well, I can only get them out of here at such a speed, you know. I think
No,
we fix to see
I
some
just want
powerful
out of Washington. I want to come back to Texas or Utah or somewhere. I just out of here.
Well, son, get on, get out. You ain't getting no younger.
Convincing the wife to move is kind of hard because it's so close. It's basically the closest we can get to Japan, and the kids are here and they're starting their families here, and so
Good.
she's
Even
like,
more reason to move.
I'm like that. She's like, I'm not moving if, and nobody else is moving. I'm like, well, as soon as I get my camper, I might be gone.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sorry, man. I'm old school. If I can't leave my house, I'll go find another house to leave. You know what I mean?
oh yeah,
I'm straight up piss outside kind of guy. You know, you piss me off. I don't deal with stuff like a lot of people. You know, because I don't care.
yeah.
You know, I just know I don't like you attacking my country, my faith, or my rights.
That's right.
As soon as I get things cleaned up around here and get my camper working again, I'm thinking I'm heading that way.
Well, you know, you always got a plug here.
But it might have to be a little bit at a time because I have to wait for every first of the month to get gas money.
At least you get them on the first. Mine's late in the month. It's last Thursday or something like that. It's pretty cool.
But I know once I get down to Texas, I can get my hunting and fishing license for free. I gotta check on the trapper's license, but
It's free.
okay. I
You
get
just
right.
gotta you just got to prove residency and get you a driver's license.
Oh, I didn't even have to show residency. When I was there, I showed him my disability card from the VA, and he goes, "Oh, here you go." I said, "How much I owe you?" And he goes, "Nothing." I was like, "No way." A fishing license here, just with a one pole endorsement, it's like $40, even for a disabled person.
Wow.
And then after I get all my hunting, fishing license and everything, I'm paying almost $160 a year. But most of the other hunters that aren't a veteran, they're paying close to $300 for that.
Yes, I can barbecue. That's right. That's sweat weather around here.
Weather. Well, hey, man, I'm a cruise. I just wanted to stop and say howdy for a minute.
All right, brother.
Live long and prosper, man. Nanu.
Live long and prosper, sir.
Yeah.
And like somebody just texted me, I'm gonna need some extra money for my long stay in Utah again.
No, I don't know. You got a friend there.
Yeah, I got two friends. I'll go to the Utah Air Gun and hang out with them all day. They'll take me out shooting, and then I'll let Ford deal with the Ford Mo crapper. And me and Utah air guns will go shoot rodents out there in the desert.
Mm.
Oh, Ryan,
Yo.
did you see my whistle?
Yes, I did. Don't worry.
You don't want to hear it?
No, very funny.
It's only 142 decibels.
Yeah, well, let me take my headphones off first.
Oh no, leave them on nice and tight.
I
Turn
will
up-
mute
no.
you. I
Turn-
will mute you, Coyote.
Turn up the volume really loud.
Oh, I'll turn it down now.
I can solve that. Go ahead, blow it all you want.
I'm not going to blow it. I'm doing something else right now.
Yeah. You know, the chat up here on the screen, it'd be a lot better if they'd let us adjust it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just noticed that in the corner. Yeah.
You should have seen that cat though, Big Matt. He was following the goat around the yard, trying to jump up on the back of it. And the wife comes out. Look, the cat's trying to get the goat. As soon as Yoder's heard cat, she was gone.
You know, Texans realized what I was saying when I said it. And when I asked the kids, I was like, y'all want some fast food? There was a couple squirrels in the road. And they were like, yeah, can we have Taco Bell? And I said, no, we're getting fast food. And they're like, Taco Bell's fast food. And I'm like, no, it's fast food. It's on the highway.
You should call that not fast enough food.
Hi, Daz.
Hi.
Oh,
I thought I'd show off my new little avatar today, just for like 5 minutes.
how are you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing quite well, sir. How are you doing this evening?
Do you want the truth or you want what I tell everybody?
What'd you tell everybody? No, I'm only kidding.
I'm doing wonderful.
Oh, that kind of good, huh?
Rainbows coming out of my ass kind of day.
Blowing bubbles too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Finally, the baby went back home. Jesus.
You couldn't have timed it any better, because Coyote over there with rainbows coming out his ass.
And bubbles. I
Y'all
don't know
have
if
to
they're
take you back home
gassy.
too?
Rainbow Skittle bubbles.
Oh my
Yep.
God.
No, I don't know if they're stinky or not, but
If it's coming out of Coyote, it ain't nothing but stink.
That's for sure.
It will make your stinkiest stink bait curdle.
up, Road Warrior's got to go.
I-
Have
I
a
was trying
good
to
night.
remember. My daughter said, "Come and look at my house." I went in there, and as I was going, she could hear it. She goes, I said, "Oh, yeah, I farted." She goes, "I was trying to make it smell good in here." Well, it's not anymore.
I
That
crop
reminds
dusted
me,
a
I
lady.
got a bag of bait that I need to send you, Rustic.
I crop dusted a lady in the store the other day,
Hey,
but she wouldn't shut up. She's just sitting there talking to me. I'm like, "Yes, ma'am, I really got to go. Ma'am, I really got to go. But what about this raccoon? Well, give me a call later about the raccoon. I really." Oh, sorry, I got to go now because that's going to be bad.
Oops.
I ran off. I got halfway down the aisle. I heard her coughing and gagging.
You left a stink bomb, huh?
Oh yeah, I
You
cropped
should have said talk and walk.
I
Wild.
I couldn't have.
My daughter got her big ass white dog tied up in my backyard. It's the Argentina Dojo or something like that. And he's out there yapping.
You know you're
Big
going to feel sorry for it and bring it in the house.
Yeah.
Hell no.
I used to have a dog that would go out in the backyard and just bark and bark and bark, wouldn't ever shut up. I went out there and started barking at him. He didn't know what to do. He never barked after that. Neighbors never messed with me after that either. They didn't know what to think about me.
I like to find him a good home where somebody don't have no dogs and he can run just wild, run around. He's a good dog. He lives, he sits, shakes hands.
Well, if you wasn't so daggum far away, I'd go get him.
And you got other dogs, you don't want that.
If I had more property, I'd come get him.
You got dogs too, you don't want him either.
Oh,
He,
I'm a pack
he must
leader.
be a fighter.
It's got to be a no dog house.
I got 35 acres. I'm pretty sure he can run all of his aggression out.
Yeah, but he ain't smart enough to know what a rattlesnake is, so he tried to look at it.
Hey, we ain't got that many rattlesnakes here.
We ain't got any. We just got crazy people.
Is that you included?
We got that here.
Everybody's got crazy people near them.
I'm only crazy. It's the only thing that's keeping me from going insane.
But I bet you I could go to any southern lake and yell for help or bang the side of my boat yelling and screaming for help. And somebody's going to come out there and see what is going on and give me some
Not
help.
just yell at you to shut up.
Not just to yell at me and tell me to shut the.
You need an air horn.
Oh, I got that taken care of now.
Out here in Missouri, they were just to go. I said, what the hell wrong with that guy?
See, does
Yep, I heard you got a really loud whistle.
that whistle is supposed to be the world's loudest whistle. It's basically 3 whistles in one, and that thing is loud. My wife yells at me every time I blow it.
Make sure you have it on you at all times when you leave the house.
I'm going to put it in the boat and leave it in the boat.
Okay.
But I've already put a wrench and a screwdriver and new shear pins. I got 20 extra shear pins for the trolling motor. And I've got 3 emergency paddles stuffed up in the boat somewhere. And so there's plenty of paddles. Actually, there's 2 right now, and I've got 1 coming Monday. But
Yeah, you don't want to be up the
My
creek without a
trolling
paddle
motor,
again.
That's what's weird is yours has, you have to have a wrench. Mine's got a big wing nut on it.
mine's got one of those locking nuts on it, like with the plastic stuff in it. So you get it to the plastic, and you got to use a wrench to get it on
Teflon.
further or whatever it is. But yeah, that thing was boogered down, and I couldn't get it
about? On what?
on my trolling motor.
On the blade.
20 trolling motor?
No,
They
it
started
was
cleaning up on them things in the 70s.
It's an antique.
mine is a Nokia. or
You know, it's one of
whatever.
them ones that Bill Dance used to use.
Minn Kota, whatever it is, Minn Kota. And I've got a 45-pound thrust trolling motor, but the pin that goes from like the draft shaft thingy to the blade, that's called the shear pin. I snapped that thing on the lily pads the other night, and I didn't have the tools to replace it, and didn't have my
Backlash
emergency.
went all the way to Washington and took his tools out of his toolbox, tackle box.
Yeah, you did. Actually, no, what happened is when I went to the store, where'd we go? Your store down there. Academy. We went to Academy and I bought that new tackle box.
Mm-hmm.
I changed everything from one tackle box to the other tackle box. And I saw those shear pins and those tools sitting in there. And I said, I don't want to lose them. I'm going to leave them in the old tackle box so I don't lose them. And I took that old tackle box and all the stuff I didn't need, I put back in the camper. I never put it back in the boat. So when I was out there on the water, see right here, Rustic? See how it has the nut right there? But I couldn't get that nut off right there.
Mine has the same thing, except that instead of a regular nut, it's got a wing nut on it.
Yeah.
It does have Teflon in it. It is a booger to turn once you start getting it down on there tight.
Yeah, I've always had wing nuts on them. I've never seen one with just except for a real old, about 1950s model.
That's what I said, man. It's one of them old trolling motors Bill Dance and them used to use.
No, it's a freaking
Bought brand new back in 1990.
I bought it 10 years ago. 20 years
in the
ago.
antique shop.
20 years ago. There you go.
It was brand new in the box. Actually, I got the box sitting up in the attic in the box storage place. And I think when I got the new blade came with the nut. And I'd put it on, and I think I'm going to go to my store and find me a wing nut. That might be a good idea.
Well, no, I mean, either way, you should always have a few tools in your boat. Good pair of channel locks, a screwdriver, and any extra parts to things that you might need.
Well,
and the most important one is a paddle and the life jacket.
I had the life jacket. The dog even had a life jacket on. The paddle was sitting in the driveway.
You should have took the rope and tied it to the dog and choked her butt over and said, swim home.
Right. She would have been so mad at me for the rest of her life after that. She wouldn't have ever gotten back in that boat ever again.
I'm sitting up here, didn't even notice Ryan up there until he moved. I thought Matt was playing some psychedelic video down there. You know, you remind me of like that. The face, the Invisible Man. What was that? League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah.
The Invisible Man when he had just a makeup on his face and he was running through there.
He took off his jacket and wiped his face. I have that movie.
Daz, the other night, last Friday night, y'all were talking about movies.
Yeah.
Shawshank Redemption is a really good movie.
Oh, I heard it's a great movie, but it's not my type of movie.
I don't know. If you start watching it, you might realize that it might be a little bit more to your liking than you think.
I don't know.
It's about a
there's no
banker
good
that got
action in
set
it-
up. They got set up and they accused him of killing his wife. And at the end, he got the last laugh because he got life and ended up on a beach.
I'm trying to remember what kind of movies I watched that's similar to that I liked, but it wasn't something like that. What was it? The Rock. They rescued the visitors that were imprisoned. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the movies. I can't think of it in my head right now. I had it and I lost it.
I mean, I like The Green Mile.
Never
It
watched
was a
it.
good movie, but I know that's not everybody's cup of tea because
I watched Forrest Gump once. I watched Private Ryan once. You know what I mean? It's not my type of movie. Like
I didn't like
Bad.
Saving Private Ryan.
How many
I
of y'all
like
can say you sat there and watched
Private Benjamin I watched once too. But it's just
with
there's certain movies I just if it doesn't grab me, it's like a book. If you can't grab me in the first like 5 pages of the book, I won't read it.
The Good,
I had
Bad.
I had a book that took me 5 months to read, whereas the book before it, the book after, it took me a week to read.
Bloody StreamYard, stop pissing about with my settings.
But yeah.
Sorry about that, Matt.
You're good.
I'm more like Demolition Man, Triple X, the
original.
Chronicles of Riddick, Total Recall, both of them.
The original Top
I'm more
Gun.
like that kind of flick, Lethal Weapon, Die Hard movies. I like stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's like you have to grab my attention, get me into it, and I'm there for the whole ride. All the Bad Boys, I've seen them all. So it's just like, well, for the last one, I haven't watched it yet.
Dances with Wolves.
I watched it once, couldn't watch it again. Waterworld, watched it
I
once.
cried at the end of Old Yeller.
I never watched it. I won't even watch Bambi.
Have you ever seen that movie?
I watched The Postman once, won't watch it again.
Have you ever seen that movie, The Kingdom of Heaven?
Sounds familiar.
How about The Blue Lagoon?
Hold on.
Look it up, The Kingdom of Heaven. You're gonna love it.
No. If it's a TV show or a trilogy, no.
It's a movie.
Never even. Wait, who's in this movie? Is that
It's got that one
Orlando
actor.
Bloom? Yeah.
Being he was the one in love with that girl.
Orlando Bloom. He was also in Lord of the Rings as I know what is it, Elf or whatever.
Yeah, he was there. Yep.
If it has to do with religion in with it, I won't watch it.
You need to watch.
I watched Passion of the Christ and I screamed in the movie theater to stop.
If you like action movies, you'll like that one. Trust me.
I don't know. I didn't like Troy. I didn't like Gladiators, and that was the first Gladiator movie I'm talking about. But I liked Hercules, and I liked Conan the Barbarian, both of them. So it just depends. It's like it's got to grab my attention, and it has nothing to do with the actors. It has to grab my attention. So I don't know.
I like that movie, Kingdom of Heaven. It's a good movie. A lot of hellacious fight scenes.
Yeah, I'm weird. I'm weird. It's like food. Certain foods on a chicken and like I won't eat white meat on turkey and a chicken. I won't eat this, but I'll eat that. It's just I'm just weird.
Weather for Big Matt.
Not turn down. I'm like, it did not turn down. I was hearing myself coming through your YouTube, Matt. I'm like, am I hearing myself twice? Yes. Oh, Coyote Duck. I have your weather your town on my weather when I go and check out weather.com, the weather
Mhm.
channel I'm at. So I'm always looking to see you and Eddie and me and Moose up in New York. And I'm always checking to see where our weathers are. I'm like,
Well,
okay, are they getting the
you
storm
know,
or not?
Devil Dog gets different weather than what I do. He's actually on the cooler side of Houston.
Yeah. But I still look because you might be good, but he might be getting a hurricane or a tornado or something. You know what I mean? So I'm
Mhm.
always constantly looking because I want to see how that pattern's going towards me. You know, if it's coming towards Louisiana and then along the coast, the Gulf or whatever. Because I'm up there on the Panhandle, so I want to make sure that we're okay too, and that you guys are okay. Of
It's
course.
like Uncle Don. Uncle Don yesterday they had like 13 tornadoes around them. A couple of
I've heard that.
EF5s.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
You
I heard
know,
about that.
and people ask me, they're like, what's the one thing that concerns you as far as weather? Well, hurricanes. Whether it's coming directly at us or going to miss us, they spawn off tornadoes miles
Yeah,
away from them.
yeah. Hurricanes and tornadoes, I always worry about. We might have a hurricane that will hit one side of town, not the other side of town. Same with a tornado, And then if you look to the west, I mean not the west of us, to the east of us, these 3 towns or 4 towns going straight up through Georgia that hit North Carolina, that whole big storm that went through. That Perry, Madison, they got hit 3 or 4 times in 13 months.
Come out to the West Coast and go
13
through an
months.
earthquake.
You can go through the Panhandle and see towns where there's people living with tarp on their roofs for years, or the towns have been decimated. And it's not like a big town; it's like little teeny little towns.
We had
communities.
a hurricane hit here 5 years ago, and it wasn't until the hurricane last summer that they put new blue tarps up.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. Hurricane Michael did a lot of damage up here, up in this area, like to the west of us. Because I remember when that happened. I was going to, we were like we got hit and everything. We were okay. My aunt picked me and my son up, I think. I think me and my son and I, whatever. And we went to Jacksonville for the day. But as we're going to Jackson, this is like the next day, a couple of days later, you could see convoys going by. And I mean, like electric company, food trucks, volunteers, sheriff department, like everybody and anybody was just going west, past Tallahassee, and to like the next town over, like what is it, Havana, going to Havana and all those areas, and helping all of them out in that area, and then going up, going further because Havana's a little bit north from me, but they were also going Quincy and Midway and blah blah blah, all the way up towards Pensacola. I mean, it got hit. You see trees still leaning from the the wind forces, or steered off at the top, or just down. Like land is completely like.
I still have a tree that's sitting like this to the land from the hurricane last summer.
Is it like
It's
down,
living.
or is the roots in the trees just leaning?
The whole thing's leaning.
Yeah.
You know,
The
it's
roots are still
it
in.
was partially uprooted, but it's still living. So
Yeah. The trees are like, because it's a lot of pine tree down here. So a lot, because they replant the pine, and we have sand. We're a sand bar, basically. Florida's a sand bar. So when you want dirt, you have to go and buy dirt and have it hauled in outside of Florida because there is none really. And you can see literally like the trees are leaning, but they're still rooted in, covered. They're rooted in, and then you'll see the huge, gorgeous live oaks like completely toppled over, just like decimated. And
you'll
it's
see
so beautiful.
out there, they'll come along with a machine and dig out the hole underneath the root ball and just stand the tree back up and cover it up.
Yeah, not here. Not here.
In some places in Florida.
Yeah, but yeah, probably more
That's like,
south.
I see people here putting up palm trees and stuff, and I'm like, we're nothing but clay.
Yeah.
So, and their root system is not that big. So why do you want it? That's just like projectiles for hurricanes.
Yeah.
And I'm just giving everybody a 15-minute warning. Well, 15 to 20.
15 to 20. We're going to give you 15, and the last 5 is going to be ciao.
Hey, man, I'm going to get off here, man. My supper's about to be here, and after I eat, I'm going to go to bed.
Oh, what did you order? If it's about to be here.
I don't know. That don't surprise me.
Oh, okay. You have a good night.
I had a salad for supper. It's just that hot. I didn't want no hot food. I'm like, nope, give me a salad.
Yeah, I can understand that.
All right, y'all have a good evening.
Bro, stay good to you, brother.
All right, bye, y'all.
Don Arnold.
Hey there, Don Arnold.
Dang, you're throwing computers and everything?
I know. I know my computer broke down on me, but come on, Matt.
I know, throw the computer this way, right?
He's already done it once, twice.
I have my laptop. I scheduled, I called, not scheduled, I called Pedal from the Past because their event is the 21st of September. So I called in advance because supposedly they're redoing the handicap rooms and they were supposed to put more walk-in showers.
It's hot.
No.
What's up?
I don't know, Backlash.
I don't know.
Backlash. Why you playing tricks on Coyote and taking stuff out of his boat so when he breaks down he's stuck?
Like, do I know anybody here? I don't think so. We just know your first name.
No, Backlash, you're just dreaming.
Yeah, this is all a dream.
And why didn't you tell me you were going live, butthead?
Uh-oh.
I sent a message last night asking if you were going to be live, and because you were supposed to go yesterday, and no answer.
I still haven't heard anything on my divorce yet, Matt.
Still haven't.
I had him served. This is the sucky part, okay? When you hear, they give you a piece of paper. If you qualify in the income guideline, you don't have to pay for your divorce. Okay?
Well, you should have went live on first.
Except for like the notary. So I only had like $20 or something like that in notary fees. So then I send it all off to, I had to make a bunch of phone calls to find out where I had to send it to have him served because he wasn't in Boston. He was like in Western Mass, but Western Mass, he was in one town. But I called that courthouse. They're like, call this place, call this place, call this place. This place said, you got to call the sheriff's department. So I got the sheriff's department, sent everything up. They said, you got to pay $100. I said, I sent you a piece of paper that says I'm piss poor and can't afford. That's why. No,
Backlash.
sorry. So I had to pay $100 to have him served. So he got served the 17th of May, and he's got 20 days, business days, basically. And I don't think they count the weekends. So he has 20 days to send it back, which has happened like a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
But then again, Backlash,
I have
I
not
wouldn't
heard
trust
anything
you on the
back from the
boat solo
courthouse.
regardless.
About what's going on. I've called the number they told me to call. I've emailed the person I'm supposed to call, the case manager. I have a judge assigned and everything, but I haven't heard anything back. I have no clue what's up. I don't know if I now am divorced, if I'm not divorced, if they got the paper and he defaulted and I still got my divorce. I don't know what's up.
Oh boy.
So I'm in limbo now.
Call him and ask him.
I called call him. I don't talk to him. I'm still
No,
too
call
pissed
them,
off
not
15 years
him.
later. I called the courthouse. I mean, I called the person that's in charge of the case.
Just send me his address. I'll make you a widow.
No, I don't want to do that. I just want to. I'm not asking for. I'm just asking for my name back. That's it, and that divorce. And then if that happens, and my birthday happens, the townhouse will be paid off all right around the whole thing. It's a big party. All this year is a big event.
You better save some of that for the big party, instead of wasting it, just saying.
I'm going to Pedals. I don't care. I'm going to Pedals on the 18th. No, is it the 18th? Is it the 18th? Yeah, the 18th of September, and I'm coming home on the 21st. And I'm going to have some fun because I don't have to work on the 18th. Last year, I went the day before. I went on a Wednesday and came back on a Sunday. This time, I'm going on a Thursday and coming back on a Sunday. But still, so they have. I got a laptop now, of course, because I had it at the in Texas. So now I can do my live on my laptop from Alabama. I'm excited.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I'm excited though.
Well, I'm on this new app called Flip. It's kind of like TikTok, but it's just videos and they sell stuff. You can build up rewards, basically money that you can spend in their store. And they have Coyote's computer that he has that Ryan wants, the one I stole and sent to Ryan.
Yeah.
They have the exact same one on there for like $1,800.
Wow.
So I'm currently saving all of that over there. I'm going over there every day and just flipping through videos just so I can gain store bucks.
Flipping through videos mean you're just watching people's videos?
Yep. And then
send me the link.
Per every 1,000 views that you get like $30. If you post videos over there, you get like $30 per 1,000 views. There's no monetization. There's nothing. You just got to get verified, which is simple. Buy stuff, sell stuff. Well, buy stuff, put up videos of opening the boxes, and I think you have to buy 3 items.
Yeah.
And 30 days of being in there, going on there for 30 days straight.
That's cool. Yeah, I do the right now I'm doing the fetch rewards. Scan my scan any receipt, every receipt. It could be the receipt from delivery, pizza delivery, to fast food, to grocery store, to your prescription at the pharmacy. Scanning them all in and getting points, and I get 55,000 points. I get a $50 gift card to Amazon.
But damn it, he dropped.
Otherwise, we just throw our receipts away.
Yeah.
Coyote dropped.
Totally.
His internet's playing up too.
Yeah.
But if I can refer somebody right now, I can get 4,000 points for referring, as long as they scan one receipt.
See, and Backlash says I'm at $22 for just watching videos. Just from watching videos, as of the last time I looked this afternoon, I was at almost $200.
Wow.
and I've only been there for what has it been, like a couple of weeks?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I made the 7-day today.
Are you doing the same thing, Ron? Or you can't do it because you're in England? I mean, over there, overseas.
But see, and they don't just sell computer stuff. It's electronics, it's fishing, camping, healthcare, beauty wear, clothes. I mean, they got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. And to answer your question, Jez, no, I'm not on there, but I am gonna check it out on if it's eligible for the UK, because some apps that ain't over here, which sucks.
Hey, honey.
Hey, TDU. Hey, Anita.
Need a big old hug.
Texan's like, yep.
And Backlash.
I'm at 9 days of 30.
Oh.
So
Awesome.
And currently 8 videos. I need to post another video today. But for my verifications, I've got everything else except for the 3 orders, and which I've already got the 3 things that I'm going to be ordering lined up other than the computer. If I make enough in Starbucks, then I'll get the computer. If not, then I'll just
Can you use the videos you have from YouTube, or they have to be no, because they're under the property of YouTube now.
What you say, Ryan? That's what.
Oh,
that's
right.
what
Okay. No. I didn't realize Backlash said that. I said, did you get home safe?
He wants to make sure you made it home.
Yeah. Because, hang on. There we go. I just want to make sure you got home safe, because I actually thought you fell in.
And you can invite people, and they can get $30. $30 free gift card.
I'm just wondering, on the video, if you have to post video, can you post from your YouTube, or
yes, you
can post the same videos?
Yes, and Backlash. the ones that you said you were having problems with posting, that's because those were not allowed videos. So if it's saying pending, it was something that their algorithm picked up, something that you're not supposed to have in it.
There we go.
And if you try to repost it and it does it again, then just put up a different video.
Yeah. There we go. Yes, you can post your YouTube shorts to flip. Oh, okay, thank you, Texans down in there, Anita. Oh, you lost signal. Okay. Well, when you lost signal, I actually thought, something had happened, When anyone loses signal and the stream just goes, it just cuts, you'd be like, oh gosh, what happened, Oh God. He said, I think it was too long. Oh, sorry, pardon me. Yeah, it wasn't me asking. Yeah, it was Des. I was asking about that, Anita. I lost chat anyway. Yeah, I think it was just doing the.
All right, Daz, I sent you an invite to your text.
I'm like, where'd I put my phone? It's right in front of me. I have a whatchamacallit.
Magnet. Yeah.
No, it's one of those pop things.
Oh, it goes in.
But I have a little holder on the edge of my TV monitor. Well, my TV, because I don't use monitors, and so it sits there, and I can plug it in. And I know.
Hey, y'all, Texans made it back.
Hey, Texans, welcome home.
I said she was back.
Babe, could you give me some more tea, please?
Nothing came in yet. Oh, I told you I'm going to be a grandma again, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I seen it when
I
you
posted
posted.
on my
Yeah.
YouTube. She's going to have a little girl. So one of each of her blood grandchild, and then I have 2 step grandchildren. So I have 4 grandchildren now. Oh, I will come next December.
Congratulations.
I have
Thank
4 great nieces and nephews. Damn, thanks for making me feel even older, Daz.
Look, I never thought I was going to be a grandma, okay? I'm a grandma to 4, not just 2, 4. 2 stepchildren she has, and then the 2 she's birthed. Well, one she birthed and one eventually birthed, but you know. And this is a girl that never wanted kids, didn't want to change her nephew's diapers, nothing. So, you know, it's a complete like shock. I never expected it. And those upstairs don't want kids. So she's my only one that made me a grandma. A Mimi. I'm not a grandma. I'm a Mimi. That's my grandma name. What did I just see?
And every time you get around them, you're going to spoil them rotten.
They're up in Ohio. It won't be. It'll be a long time before I go up there. I won't be driving unless I have a designated driver with me that we can share the driving. Just too much for me. Like I want to come to Texas next year. The driving.
I'm already working on it.
My daughter and I are like excited. We're like, oh yeah.
I'm gonna send Texans to your house to pick you up and bring you down here, and then we're gonna make Devil Dog drive you back.
Oh, Devil Dog would kill you. He will not do it. He's like, I'm not even going to it. I'm like, you're coming. He goes, no, you guys can come to my house and visit me. Like you little.
I'm funny. Well, okay, you can drive back to take her back too.
Let's see. Now come with an empty truck, empty vehicle, because I come with a lot.
I got a Tahoe. It's got plenty of room.
I got my wheelchair, my walker, my shower chair.
I got a cart that'll go right on the back of it that you can drive your little wheelchair right up on.
It's just a regular push wheelchair that folds.
Don't you got a scooter? I thought you got a mobility scooter. Oh, well. When you get here, we'll have one of those for you to use.
I'd be like in heaven.
I can see Dad at my mom and Dad's house racing the scooter up and down the road with my mom and the kids.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yes, Ryan, he made it home.
I'm out home too.
I've been home. I'm in the OG spot of going live.
Not you, the other Matt.
Yeah, but I'm in the OG spot of going live. This is where I used to go live every single night, with the exception when I was sitting in my vehicle out in the yard or up front at in-laws, at mom and dad's and them's.
I wouldn't move anywhere unless you had AC. I have no AC in my car. And when the window's not blowing, those 3 little fans that are on my dashboard do not help.
I didn't quite catch that, Matt. What did you say?
Backlash made it home.
All right. Okay. Good. Backlash. Good. Even though you like backlash and things, you know.
Let me think of something here.
Yeah. Backlash. Don't say them words you were saying earlier. Because I just now got mind convinced that I can go fishing by myself again.
Oh, yeah, with the, as we call it, the ticker over here. Which is rhyming slang for heart. There we go.
All right. We hit the 2-hour mark, y'all. But I'm going to call it a night because I actually need to work on a couple of videos.
Go,
You see
please,
what she's
go,
saying?
please.
Go, please, go, please. I'll go right now. Bye. All right.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, Dash, you can say goodbye. Ryan, your turn.
All right, goodbye, all.
All right, everyone. God bless. Be good, be careful, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye-bye.